Waiting on a few people that are running a little late, but we're going to go ahead and get started anyway. Hi, I'm Officer Mike Garcia with the Santa Clara Police Department. I want to thank all the parents and everybody for showing up today. I know it's a little tough. So before we start the ceremony, we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So will Olivia Casey please come forward and lead us on the pledge? Come on up here. Everyone please stand. All right.
Please face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. Hats and hoods off. Hats and hoods off. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you guys. I saw everybody stood. Oh, okay, little. Thank you. All righty. All right, thank you everybody for coming. Let me describe a little bit about what your child went through in these last 10 weeks. You know, the DARE program, you know, it's gone through a bunch of changes throughout this time since it's been formulated in 1984. You know, first, initially it was just a bunch of stats. Okay, this is what, you know, drugs does to you. This is what, why it's bad for you. And it really wasn't much in terms of, well, when I'm confronted with something, what do I do? How do I confront that? What am I going to do when someone actually offers me something? So this program focuses greatly on, on how to make that decision when it comes to, in practice, and how when you're confronted with something like that, okay, this is what I can say or do. And a lot of it, I try to impress on the kids is that it's about choices. A huge part of it. We all know that the more good choices we make, what's going to happen? We're going to have a better life. Make a lot of bad choices, it's not going to be so good. We all make mistakes, and I impress this on them also, that we all make mistakes. The thing is to learn from them. And part of that is that, the DARE decision-making model, and, a lot of that has to do with evaluating your decisions at the very end, right, kids? If you make a mistake, don't make that same mistake again. And this program, like I said, it's very valuable because I think what it does, and why there's a police officer up front that's telling them this stuff, is I think they might take it a little serious, right? A little more serious when they see a uniformed police officer standing in front of them telling them, look, I've seen some people make some bad choices in their lives, and this is what happened to them. So don't make these bad choices, right? Make good choices, and your life will be a lot better. And, this DARE program, it's going the way, because of the way, the economy's going. A lot of police departments, a lot of cities, they just can't afford it anymore. They just can't do it, which is too bad. I think it's a very valuable program. And a big reason why, you're very lucky your kids are attending, school here in Santa Clara, is that we still have this program. We have all these people up here that support this program, from our police chief, the city officials, to our city council members. The whole city supports this, and it has not gone away since all this time. So we kept it in the schools, and I think it's very good. It's one of those things where it's going towards the future of us. I mean, hopefully I'll never see any one of you guys, right? Hopefully you'll learn from this, and I'll never see one of you guys in. What does that mean? That means a better community, less crime. People are going to be wiser, right? So it's an investment. It's an investment into our community. And the folks up here see that. So I'm going to introduce some of these folks up here now who've come today. First up is Chief Mike Sellers. School Board Member Andy Ratterman. School Board Member Albert Gonzalez, President. School Board Member Jody Muirhead. And my favorite principal, Dr. Terry Morrow. All right, great. So I'm going to have the chief come up and say a few words. And he won't use this, he's going to use his big voice.
Yeah, I would. Well, good morning. How you guys doing? Good. I can't think of a better way to start my day than to be here with you guys for their graduation. So I just want to tell you congratulations for doing it. How did Officer Garcia do? Did you get good?
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
All right, there you go.
It's my boss up here,
We'll
man.
have to talk about it. This program is very, very important. It has changed over the years, but I think the most important is, like Officer Garcia mentioned, is the DARE decision-making model. I think that's very, very important because you're going to be faced with some tough decisions. Even when you get to be as old as I am, I come across some very tough decisions I have to make. And it's very important that you try to make the right choices. But I think it's also very important, and when you are faced with those tough decisions, that there's people surrounding you to help you. guide you through those. Okay? And if you look behind you, your family members are here. I think that's so important to show that they've shown you support, and they're always going to be here. Your teachers, okay? Members up here, the school board and school representatives, and also my police department. Any members of the police department are always here to help you and support you in any way that you need, okay? I think this is very important, that you don't need to make these decisions on your own. You have support. I just want to congratulate you. And parents, family members, I just want to thank you very, very much for being here. This is a great turnout, middle of the week and early in the morning like this, just so that you're showing the support for your loved ones is very, very important. And I have to tell you, you're extremely lucky to have your students in Santa Clara Unified School District. We have such a great working relationship with the police department, and just the fact that members of the board are here, it shows tremendous support, and I think you should be very, very proud that your children are attending the school. And then teachers, I just want to say thank you. I personally know what Officer Garcia is capable of, and it's amazing that you keep welcoming me back. So first, I just have to apologize, but on behalf of Santa Clara, I do thank you for welcoming me back. But kids, this is your day, and I can't wait to hand you your certificate. So congratulations.
Thank you, Chief. Yeah, and along those lines, getting a police officer in the classroom is a big change, and a lot of it, we're not trained to do this, right? I mean, for me, I've been a police officer for a long time, and having to change from, okay, now you're teaching, right? And I actually like it. It's a great change, right? You see a bunch of smiling faces. But it is a little bit of a shocker, right? I mean, you go in there and you're like, wow, you get a whole new appreciation for what the teachers do. You really do. And this is my 4th year doing this. So, I have a great respect for the teachers. I'm only in there for about an hour, and it's like, oh my gosh, right? It's taxing. It can be taxing. The kids are great, right? A big part of the DARE program is their participation. We want to hear stories. We want to hear how it relates to them. When we just, we see little videos and then we talk about them. And their participation is a huge part of it. And they all talk and they all raise their hands and they all participated. So the parents, you guys should all be proud, of the way your kids, handled this situation. They handled DARE. It was great. Each and every one of them did a really good job. Again, it all starts at home, right? I'm convinced that, it's the environment. If kids go home and they're taught, to make good choices and do the right thing, they're going to be good kids. And, so, and again, we try, there's only so much I can do as a DARE officer, right? I mean, I can try to give them some guidance for that little bit of time, but it comes from the home, and it comes from the teachers also. I mean, I think that plays a huge role. And like I said, sometimes I'm looking at the teachers, I say something and I look at them and I kind of get that look. You guys know what I'm talking about. That I said, and they're like, they kind of roll, because I'm trying to be truthful. I'm trying to be as honest as I can with the kids, right? And sometimes, I skirt a little bit, right? But I'm usually pretty, I'm pretty good, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. I'm sure I get some complaints, but no, like I said, and that's always that little look of, okay. No. Okay, I won't go there. Okay, I've seen that before, and that's all right. It's still a learning process for me, big time. But I really enjoy this, and like I said, the kids are fantastic. Now, so the teachers, like the chief said, it is a change because the kids they're focused on asking questions about, they want to ask all the questions about police work. For a couple of days into the program, I tell them about everything that's on my belt, right? I go through everything. I tell them it's not the bat belt, there's no secret. I go through my handcuffs, my taser, my guns, and that's probably when they're the most interested and focused, right? And then every question after that, we have a DARE box where they can put questions in, and then before or after each class, I'll answer the questions. And more often than not, it's always about the equipment. Can you handcuff me? Can you tase me? Right? It's always along those lines, right? Yeah. So we do handcuff them, though. I did go that far. I can do that. I think that's okay, right, Chief? Is that all right? Yeah. So, and after that, it's like can you handcuff me? Can you handcuff me? But, the whole thing with that is I want to get them interested. I want them to be focused on me and interested in the fact that, what I'm saying. And I think that plays a big part of it. So with that said, and having the respect for the teachers, I want to introduce the teachers now and call them up and give them a little something. So from room 16, Lamar Nicholson. From room 17, Chris Allen. And from room 18, Margaret Wysocki. And Celise, come on up here also, Celise. So for all their patients, I want to give them each a little gift, little thermos here. I want one of these. I'm taking one of these. Look at these, are cool. Look at these. Aren't these cool? With a little gift certificate. That's yours. You guys, hey, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. For all those late night coffee drinks, thank you. Thank you, lady. Appreciate you, each and every one of you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. And see, everybody talks bad about the stadium, but you know what? We increased those gift certificates. Before they were like $2.50, and now it's like, I think, $10. We got $10 now, so you guys can buy like 2 cups of coffee with those things. So that's good. Thank you. All right. Enjoy. All right, so again, part of this curriculum in you know, graduating and being here today is each and every one of them had to write an essay. And if you look on the walls here, you'll see all the DARE essays they wrote. And those have to do with, you know, how they're going to teach other people about what they learned, how they're going to use it in the future. You know, they're just going to express themselves and how, you know, they want to use this. And it was a very tough job. And I told them, I go, put some effort into this. I go, I'll make my job difficult. Make me have to really think about who I'm going to choose. So I had to choose one person from each class whose essay, is, you know, I thought really exemplified, but all of them are really good, okay? Don't get me wrong, all of them, they're really good. So I'm going to call up those 3 now, and they're going to come up, and they're going to, I can see them now, they're really nervous. All right, understandably. So from room 16, Kyle Bermudez. From room 17, Ace Anderson. And from room 18, Vincent Cavadoy. All right. Hey guys, good time. You want to go first? Yeah, you got it, man. You got this, man. You got this. I'm right here with you. I'm right here. Here you go.
Right into the mic.
Right, speak right into it. You got this.
You got it.
DARE essay by Kyle.
Closer.
A little closer.
First of all, I'd like to thank Officer Garcia for coming to the school and teaching us not to do drugs and learn not to bully others. I'd also like to thank my mom and dad for being good role models for me. I have learned a lot about drugs and how to use them. DARE has also taught me what it means to be a good citizen. I hope one day that I could get there next year in middle school. I have learned a lot from DARE, even stuff I do and don't know. First, I learned a lot of stuff about alcohol and tobacco and how they're addicting and bad for your health. I also learned how to avoid drugs and other bad stuff, like not to bully someone and the difference of tattling and reporting. There were even other things that I didn't know, like how to communicate and how to do it confidently. And there were a lot of other things that I've learned and already know from DARE.
You're falling down again. Here you go, man. There you go, right there.
When DARE is officially done, I'll use what I have learned to become a good citizen. I will use DARE to help people when they are bullied. I will also use it to not bully and report those who bully. And I'll use DARE to never use drugs ever. Those are the things, plus other important stuff, I will use from DARE, like when there's a situation that I need to use DARE. Now, I'd like to thank everyone for coming and listening to this essay I have written to show what I have learned from DARE. I thank you for having DARE. It's been really fun to have a police officer come in and teach us a lot of stuff, to be honest. Plus, we've learned to use DARE in situations. So really, DARE was really fun, and thank you for coming and listening to me, and I hope I get DARE someday again.
Yeah. All right, well, you're up now. All right. Knock it out.
Welcome and thank you for attending the 2016 DARE graduation. I've been looking forward to being a 5th grader so I can be a part of DARE. And I have to say, it was everything I imagined it would be. Thank you to Catherine Hughes School, Miss Morrow, Miss Allen for allowing me/us to be part of this program. And an extra special thank you to Officer Garcia for sharing with us your wisdom on the war against drugs. The DARE program has really taught me some great tips on how to be drug-free. This is important as I head into middle school and high school. DARE has shown me how to access resources such as grown-ups or teachers and decision models to make the right decisions in certain peer pressure situations. Some of the things I learned were 1. Types of personalities. 2. The dangers of tobacco, drugs, and alcohol. 3. What excuses to say if someone offers you a dangerous or illegal drug or product. And 4. How to handle bullying effectively. Also, last but not least, the DARE decision-making model. It taught me to effectively define, assess, respond, and evaluate situations. I know that if I'm ever in a bad situation, the DARE decision-making model will come in handy and guide me to make the best decision possible. In the future, I will use DARE to assess things and what to say or do in certain settings. For example, I will assess things such as groups of friends, what they do for fun, and if we have differences. Also, what to say to them too. DARE has been a positive experience for me and has influenced me to the point where I know I will remember it in the future for a long time. DARE will also help me in the future, like next year in middle school, when choosing new friends too. Another way that DARE will help me in the future is that it will prevent me from getting into bad or unnecessary situations. For example, if I see any situation in the future that involves a person using any drug or bad product for your body, I'll use the DARE decision-making model to help me with how to approach that person or what to say, do, or to persuade them into doing the right thing. I would like to thank you all for taking the time to listen about my essay. I would like to thank you all for taking the time to listen to my essay about DARE. If it wasn't for DARE, then I wouldn't have had the opportunity to type this essay, but most importantly, I wouldn't have been exposed to the possible dangers situation my kids my age face, and how to act if anything happens. Thank you for listening to my DARE essay, and again, thank you to everyone, and especially to Officer Garcia for your time. I hope you all have a great week just as I will too. Again, thank you.
Thank you and welcome to the DARE graduation. Before the essay, there are two people I will give a special thanks to. Community Services Officer Garcia for teaching my class everything we know. I also thank my teacher, Ms. Roisaki, for letting us work on this essay in class. Have you ever wondered just how people can get so addicted to drugs? Thanks to DARE, you can learn what is in these drugs and how to avoid them, and how to be an overall good citizen. The very first thing anyone will learn in DARE is what to do when there's a problem you don't know how to face. Make sure to use the DARE decision-making model. When using this method, be positive you have defined the problem, assess the choices, responded with a good choice, and evaluated if your decision was a good or bad choice. Many people die due to these drugs, so what exactly are in these dangerous and harmful items? First, luckily, you're not allowed to drink alcohol if under 21, so kids are safe. But those adults who choose to take such risks will face and suffer the consequences. Alcohol can cause them to lose coordination, give poor judgment, memory loss, lack of self-control, and give someone poor and slow reflexes. Even the smallest amount of alcohol can reduce blood to the body, and too much alcohol leads to coma and or death. Tobacco is similar, but might even be worse. First of all, tobacco kills over 450,000 people, including death from the secondhand smoke. Cigarettes have over 200 chemicals, including nicotine, which is highly addictive. Cigarettes do not just stop the blood to the body, but blood to the brain. Lastly, few amounts of tobacco will cause yellow teeth and wrinkled skin. Will DARE help in the future? Citizens who have gone through DARE will know that in the future they will require to know how to stay away from drugs and how to avoid addictive friends, and much more. For example, problems such as a friend doing drugs can be avoided by using simple DARE strategies, giving excuses or just walking away. DARE may be the drug abuse resistance education, but it isn't just for resisting drugs. It will also help you with your citizenship. Ways to be a good citizen may consist of simple things such as responsible choices. For example, being able to do your homework on time, reacting to adults respectfully, and just doing what you're told. DARE will teach you even more on how to handle future situations such as peer pressure, handling stress, and communicating effectively. Once again, thank you for all coming, and most importantly, listening to my DARE essay.
Now it's really loud. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Okay. That was a great job, guys. Powerful. Now we all know how difficult it is to speak in front of people, especially your peers when they're all standing right here, and you guys did a fabulous job. And as DARE essay winners, they get little treats. Each and every one of you gets this with some goodies inside. There you go. There you go. And hold on. And they all each get a little Dare the Lion. Good job, guys. Good job. Congratulations, guys. Good job. One more round of applause. Thank you, guys. All right, fantastic. Again, I just got to say thanks for, man, this is a great turnout for parents. Well, that's fantastic. That shows a lot. I appreciate the parents and everybody coming in the middle of the day like this. Thank you. Now, teachers, you want to step forward? We're going to start the graduation.
Again, thank you, Officer Garcia, for taking the time to come into our classroom and share what DARE is really all about. Thank you, parents, for coming out and sharing this experience with your child as well. Thank you. Okay, first up we have Riker. Next we have Mr. Kyle. Next we have Mr. Angel. Next we have Mr. Angel Jr. Next we have Miss Milana. Next we have Miss Javina. Next we have Mr. Johnny. Next we have Miss Eliana. Next we have Mr. Joe. Yes.
Congratulations.
Next we have Mr. Leandro.
Congratulations.
Next we have Miss Leslie. Next we have Mr. Alex. Next we have Miss Christine. Next we have Miss Layla. Next up, Mr. David.
Nice hair there. I had that.
Next we have Mr. Malik. Next we have Mr. Isaiah. Next up, Miss Sia. Next up, Miss Sally. Next up, Miss Kiona. Next up, Mr. Hayden. Next up, Mr. Kyran. Last but not least, Mr. Brandon.
think you need an eraser too.
And we have Miss Allen coming to the podium.
All right, room 17 would also like to thank Miss Officer Garcia and Santa Clara for hosting DARE for us. We've enjoyed it a lot. And starting out with Ace. Come on up, Ace. Raymar. Carell. Andrew. Miss Melissa. Olivia. Jessica. Nicholas. Rakayla. Cyrus. Paula. Danny. Antonio. Genesis. Deanna. Josh. Lorena. Dina. Caleb. Tatiana. Enrique. Sophia. Ashley. Ashlyn. And last but not least, of course, Dylan. And Miss Wysocki is up next.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Parents, we really appreciate you coming. We appreciate the support from the police department, and we also thank Officer Garcia. Officer Carpenter is here somewhere, our safety officer. I want to give a shout out to him, but I'm afraid he's already left.
Yeah.
But he's a big part of that positive relationship as well. All right, let's get to it. Tasneem. Desmond. Vincent. Kalia. Sadie. Mariah. Allison. Tamani. Annalise. Jair. Allison. Nathan. Armand. Jose. Sanjana. Joshua.
Oh my God.
Ivan. Adrian. Rodrigo. Jesse. Gemma. Trayon. Reese. And Sherry.
Thank you, Ms. Wysocki. Okay. What? Oh, we got me? Okay, hang on. All right. So, also I want to introduce, he came in a little late today, but Dr. Stanley Rose over here in the corner, very nice suit. Superintendent of schools, thank you very much.
I just want, I just want to say that since we have been working on making good choices for the past several weeks and teaching our children to be responsible citizens, in 5 days I'm going to ask the parents to do the same thing, to be as responsible as you can, get out there and cast your vote for whatever you believe in. But let's be good models for our kids and let's exercise our franchise. We're very fortunate to have it. And kids, congratulations. This is what we're teaching you to become. Thanks.
Thank you, Doctor. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming. Again, folks, this goes to show you how important this program really is. These are a lot of important people with a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff on their plate, and they come here and they took the time out of their day to come here today. I want to thank them also. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. So, now, this last part. This is very, very, very important. I got my eyes focused on you guys because hope you guys been practicing. You know who I'm talking about, right? So to help you out a little bit, to encourage you a little bit, I was able to get a little guest to come here and help you guys do this, all right? Are you guys focused? Are you guys energized? So I want you guys to welcome Darren the Lion. Darren, come on out. Good job, guys. Good job. We had a little some technical difficulties. Some people dropped the ball, me mainly, but that all worked out very well. Good job, guys. You guys did a really good job. And for the graduates, it's going to end our ceremony. There's some treats and some drinks in the back for you guys, so enjoy. And the chief and everybody up here will be here for pictures, and Darren. So, thank you, guys.